is the 3rd day of January 2013, and we have some things to catch up on, things to talk about, and I'm going to be starting a project to make a little tunnel on over to my new tree farm that I'm working on. And our picture of the day comes from XX iMinecraft XX, who has some hot and spicy Cheez-Its. How exciting. Good morning, Minecraft. It is not quite your Cree Thursday. Today's gonna be more of a talking Thursday. I got a lot of things to talk about since it's the day following my big Zeldathon / Christmas / New Year / Silver Break, and we have things to talk about. But I'm going to get some supplies here out of my chest, and we're going to go start to work on a little bit of a tunnel idea I have to go over to my new tree farm that we've been working on a previous episode of Good Morning Minecraft. Anyway, if you're wondering what's going on around the server, I'm going to start doing that again tomorrow instead of today. There's a lot of things that happened while I was away on break. I recommend you each to go to the Minecrackers channel and see what's been going on directly from them, as opposed to trying to listen to me ramble on about that for the entirety of the episode. So anyways, I'm going to be digging this here out, and we're going to, since we have the tree farm right here, I'm going to make a nice little pathway down to it. I thought that'd be a good idea. Anyways, I want to talk about Zeldathon, which was, of course, the 5-day charity event that I just completed over at Zeldathon.net. If you didn't hear, shame on you. We raised $45,301 as it currently stands. People could still donate if they really wish to, although at this point the marathon's over. For Charity Water, it's an organization that builds wells in developing countries, and that is what they do. That is the end of my explanation. And it's pretty awesome what they do, and was glad to have raised money for them, and we did an excellent job. So I guess shout outs to the entire Zeldathon team and everybody who did a great job helping me out with the marathon. And of course, they were the ones who kept it running inside the wee hours of the morning, or when I needed sleep. And usually you could tell when I needed sleep because I would rage off camera. The one time I raged quite badly off camera, cursing out of the game. I do not know why I cursed out the game, but screw the game. Anyways, what you all just lost. Ooh. Anyways, so thank you to everybody who came out to the marathon. If you didn't happen to catch it, all the archives are saved over at twitch.tv/funforfreedom. Over time, we will get some highlights made, so if you want to see a particular highlight, you can see those. We had some tech difficulties at the very beginning of the marathon and throughout. At the very beginning of the marathon, like what we do is we do a countdown stream. You know what I'm talking about? Like we have it's like 3 hours and 4 minutes until Zeldathon, and we have that go for a good 4 hours. And before we start that, though, I do an entire tech setup check. I'm like, okay, this works. The game's gonna work. We're all gonna be good. However, somewhere within those 4 hours that the screen just said countdown, until this, something happened that caused my capture card, which records my gameplay, to fail. And when we went online, it was off and wasn't working. And the only solution to fix my capture card, because of the way it is, it's not a bad capture card, I'd like to mention that. It's a good capture card. It just has this weird quirk. I have to restart my computer to fix it. So off goes the stream for a good 5 minutes immediately following the beginning of the marathon. We immediately dropped about 1,000 viewers just off of that alone, which I always say I don't care about the viewer count. That's not what we're here for. But it's a huge crushing blow when you see that we have 3,000 people and then they just leave because I had some sort of technical difficulty, which I know I can't blame myself for it because I had no way of controlling it. But it's disappointing that after months of preparation of that tech setup, it all fails somewhere within 4 hours time. So that was a huge letdown on my end of things, but nothing you can do. But we restarted the computer, and all of a sudden the microphones weren't working, of all things. Oh gosh golly, good day for me. Apparently the microphones were saying that we didn't have the driver installed. QMC Game are flipping out, and like I said, I don't swear, and I have never sworn on purpose, on camera or not. But we were close. We were very close that day. And oops, that is not how that stair goes. And now I'm one short. I'm coming for you. Gotcha. Anyway. So that was a bit disappointing, and we also had an issue with the audio setup that didn't happen before the marathon, where apparently occasionally now and then it would just, like, I don't want to say short out, but basically sometimes it would just bug out and we couldn't hear the other room. And I think it has to do something with how we were exporting the audio through a microphone. It worked before the marathon, I swear, but after the marathon started, it didn't go so well. I need some more trees. If only I had a way to get to my tree farm. Dun, dun, dun. Actually, I'm going to work on putting in the rest of the roof here. So yeah, the technical difficulties were something we didn't expect, but it was because things were different. It was a brand new tech setup that we had this marathon. We've done 8 marathons, and for 6 of those 8 marathons, we had one audio setup using a mixer. We used different mixers, but it was always the same audio setup. And this time I was like, well, let's change things up. It'll be great. And, of course, we had some tech difficulties. So, to anybody who was horribly offended by those, my apologies to you. It won't happen again now that we've had a chance to test out the new setup and everything. And I think I know what's wrong and how to fix it. So, we'll do better next marathon on that side of things. But overall, the marathon was very good. The people inside the chat, some of them it was their first Zeldathon, and they didn't quite understand why sometimes we were dancing. And you see, what the thing is we do these punishments. In case you're not familiar with Zeldathon, if so, where have you been? But yeah, what we do is we'll dance and sing and then slap each other in the face whenever we get reaches like a donation amount that people donate towards. And that's just the way Zeldathon has been since Zeldathon 2, which was for the Cancer Society. That's a song we've always done. It's just, it's our way of, being like, lol, look what you can do with your money. In addition to helping the charity, you can slap MC Gamer in the face. Whoa. And some people wouldn't quite understand. They're like, well, I don't want to watch this guy sing. It's like, well, people donate towards it. Some of us are really great singers, and those people are really fun to watch. Some of us, such as myself, are not such great singers. In that case, it's fun because we know that we're not such a great singer when we sing, and it's like, oh, haha, this is funny because he can't sing, and we're making him for our sick entertainment. And so, yeah, some people didn't quite understand that, but I think that's what makes the Zeldathons really, really unique. Sometimes I definitely and many times I would say that if I had my choice, I'd probably just go entirely Zelda and no webcams or something. I don't know, but that's just because I'm a Zelda fanboy to no end. It's nothing against the dancing or the singing. It's more, I just want to play Zelda. Zeldathon! Woo! So this Zeldathon was hosted in my house, and after the marathon was nearing its conclusion, Andy, who we hosted the past 3 marathons inside his house, he was over here, and I walked up to him, and I was like, Andy, having now hosted a Zeldathon in my house, I am so sorry. I should have given you many more smiles along the past Zeldathons, because honestly, the feeling of like all these people being in your house, it's great because they're all your friends, of course, but there's somewhere along the marathon you're just kind of like, man, I wish my chair was where it used to be, and I wish I could sit in it and watch Netflix until I don't want to anymore. But you can't do that during a Zeldathon because people are sitting in your chair, and they're most likely sitting in it with somebody else, even though it's a one-person chair. I don't understand how that happened. But they're going to be playing Zelda, and I guess them playing Zelda is what puts me through it, and it's for charity, so it's all good. And I'm definitely open to hosting more marathons because I like Zelda, and these people, I like them too. Anyways, that's pretty much all I had to say about Zeldathon. Overall, as a marathon, it was very good. It was broke our previous record. Our 27,000 some was our previous donation record. Now we've raised over 45,000, which sets the bar higher even for our next marathon. Next marathon, of course, we're gonna have to probably get Pause to come, and That's going to be great, and it's going to be good. We're hopefully going to get a lot of people for the next Zeldathon. I don't start thinking about the next Zeldathon yet, though. Now is the time where I chill, and I'm going to play more of the Minecraft server. I'm going to play some Donkey Kong. Got to play all these new Let's Plays. It's a brand new year. Let's talk about that real quick. It is now 2013, and this is actually going to be my first full year as, I guess, a partnered YouTuber, because last year, of course, I signed with Maker Studios and the Game Station, and this is going to be my first full year in contract with them. So I'm going to be, it's going to be weird because last year was a big change for me, going from being the guy who makes YouTube videos in his mom's room to the guy who makes YouTube videos for a living in his own house. And those two sentences are very similar when you don't think about it, but when you think about it, there's a big difference in there, in that I'm becoming an independent person, and it's all thanks to you guys. So thank you all again for your support, for buying the t-shirts, for donating and all that. And as a note, I will be ending donations soon to me, because I feel that you guys don't need to do that. So if for some reason you really do want to do it, go do it now. And we're going to hopefully close off the donation monument. So this is going to be the last floor down right here. So I'm basically going to accept donations until a certain point in time, or until this room is full. So go now, or forever hold your pieces. Rip in pieces. Oh boy. Anyways, we made a roof. Whoa, but we forgot the stairs. We did not make the stairs. We made the roof, but we forgot to make the stairs, and that was almost very bad. Except I have Featherfall. Whee! So here is my little, I guess, my tree hood, I guess we'll call it. I have to put walls on it. I think I'm going to make some like glass type walls. I don't know what the secondary block type I'm going to use with it is, but I want to go with something with glass in it. And I'll probably work on that on a future episode here of Good Morning Minecraft. Not quite sure. But overall, I think this is going to be a good thing. Finish that up. I'll probably put some doors in here so we can make sure it's all closed. I think we also need to do some TLC around the edges up there to get some, like, make it look better. Probably with some spruce wood. I think that'd be good. Ooh, Minecraft music. Greetings. Welcome. This is a video. A video! Get out of my video! Anyway, today we're going to be releasing Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Conquest. I thought I was going to have to do a Prank Wars video, because when people came in during Zeldathon, they were like, everybody on the Minecraft server pranked you. I'm like, did they now? So I started this beforehand. I came back to my house and nothing was touched. So either they pranked the underwater palace for some reason, or something else. I don't know. But Donkey Kong Country will come out today, and we'll be getting back on the whole Minecraft train over the next few days. I'm still getting back into the flow, and of course there are people still chilling in my house. You know, the post Zeldathon members that are this, you know, waiting for their planes, trains, and other vehicular transport to come. So they'll be chilling with me, and although Silver will be staying with me for almost a full month. And that's pretty exciting. We're going to be recording a lot of MC vs. Silver, because if you haven't noticed, that series has been out of town, because I find it a lot better to record MC vs. Silver with him live rather than trying to do it over the internet. So we'll be doing a lot more MC vs. Silver, so look forward to that. He'll also be starring on a few Good Morning Minecrafts. I'm guessing he'll probably weed his way in somehow. And anyways, thank you all for bearing with me over the break. Hope you enjoyed the AMA Walkabout series. I think that's it. So now it's time for your random opinion. My random opinion, and if you've watched Zeldathon, this will make a lot more sense to you than to those who haven't, is that painted fingernails are pretty, even on guys. Good morning, Minecraft.